Also, because I'm gonna be keeping around this, I would want. I'm here. Hi, making some stuff. Let's see. Currently weirded out because I have to realize my whole this shut down, meaning this, which. Okay, let me just move this down, move this down.
Hey, you! Stop those self doubts. I know it is easy to compare yourself to others and always see the dark side, but let me tell you, you're doing great. You don't have to be the best. You don't have to be the prettiest. You don't have to be the fastest or smartest or strongest. You just have to be yourself, and you're doing great because you are naturally thriving to be the best version of yourself. So keep it up, and you do amazing. Have a wonderful day.
I would rather die than give you a little kiss on the forehead. I was lying. I'm a fucking lie.
Time to bring the minions in. For Despicable Me 4. Yeah, this was a while. But again, because of my insane logic, sure. And I know a lot of people said it because, again, I've sometimes, like, a lot of my people who I watch on TikTok do talk about movies. Some as what they actually are, like Straw Hat Goofy, and some because, like me, they like talking about movies. I don't know. I'm weird. Besides the point, I know a lot of people didn't like it. And do you know what? Neither do I. I'm not saying it was bad. It's not bad. It's just. It's like if I try to juggle each one of these individual cards. Well, I don't think that's gonna work. That's, I think, is the problem, is that it took too many ideas like spy, karate thing, bad at hairdressing, being the new guy, teenager, father, daddy, your ex, your like the your person that you bullied, hiding from that person. They took all of those concepts and chucked them into the air. Let me try that again because that was not dramatic enough and I needed a bit more dramatic. And I'll pick that up later, I don't mind. Wasn't on camera, but the sound sounded good. Besides the point. The one thing I'm going to say, and yes, I have just picked up those cards. There's the 8 again. Anyway, the one thing that I will admit, and I fully do agree on, that I love, because there's some stuff I'm like, I find okay, I'm not. Some stuff like the haircut, where it's like, oh, awkwardness, oh, running away. It's awkward, it's fine. Then you have the karate and going to school for the first time that they bring up, and then immediately drop. Don't know what that was going to go. They mentioned like being a teenager is so tough, and they never bring it up again. Don't know if this is foreshadowing for Despicable Me 5. Really don't. It seems like this might be like a wrapping up. Either intentionally or unintentionally, because apparently this didn't do as well, supposedly. Or not, I don't know. And then you have the baby scene, which does come back later. But I do love them, like, when you have, and yes, I forgot the villain is, I think, been like 2 weeks. But you had the villain and him basically doing the motions together, and you have two people mimic each other, which I just love. It's the same reason why, like, if there's like two people who are like similar look, who are like working together, and they just bounce lines off each other. Not like the way that's like they talk and then they like do that, but when we go, and I would, and they bounce that sort of way. Not literally one word at a time, but it's like, we were expecting you here, weren't we? Yes, we were. And now you will die of a painful death, of a painful agony death. And they have that situation. But I love the way that they just reflected each other. But again, that's just more, that looks cool with like two people reflecting each other. It's so amazing. Also, the one thing that I absolutely love, because for most of this, I was either really feeling awkward with some of the cringe jokes, but for one of them, I like the idea of the heist. That was so good. And again, the one last, this is long because there's a lot of stuff that I like to talk about. The one thing that I like, the one thing, not that I like, but the one thing that I found interesting is there's a moment where it's like, oh, I can't say my name because I will be lying. And then they take it nowhere. Which I don't know if it's a good or a bad message. Because on one hand, be honest. That's a good sign. But on the other hand, you are being tracked down and going to be kidnapped and put in jail. Maybe not saying the truth is important, so yeah, I don't know, it's just weird. So yeah, this film is a film that exists. I would not recommend to watch it. So I hope you enjoyed, and good night.
The Plague Inc. is hyper-realistic model.
This match will get red.
So here's one of my dogs, and I had to re-record it because I realized I could do something. Oh, does it keep this? Yeah, it just keeps generating different amounts. Okay, it keeps going down. This is just a number generator. I could just keep doing this. Okay, I thought it said something unique, but no, it's just a number generator. A number generator. I thought this might be a bit more, but sure, this is no. So welcome to the number generator simulator. We're simulating numbers. So yeah, number 6. There you go.
You think the wind is ever trying to tell us something and we don't know how to hear it anymore?
Just want you to stop saying odd shit.
You said you felt alone. Never here. Not while I draw breath. If you are orphaned, then so am I. And you will never know a lonely day again as long as I draw breath. You are all I need.
Jesus died for your sins. So go sin, or he died for nothing.
Yeah, go sin.
My daughter wants to see me. Take that, depression. No, 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 Charlie, no. That's no.
Now, if you don't mind me, let's steal this video. Never mind. Let's just do it anyway and do it the normal way. So yeah. Coyote Ragtime Show. I like this because you have, I think this is a more older anime because you can see it looks a little bit more hand-drawn. I don't know if it is. It looks hand-drawn. That's not an insult. I like hand-drawn. But I don't know if it is.
so I'm not going to fully be like, it's hand-drawn, everyone. It is. Everyone celebrate hand-drawn stuff is back. I don't know. Legendary. But I do love it. It is fun. It is entertaining. And it is a riot. It is like a story of like people trying this like mission and then it's like, yes. It's so fun. It's so good. And it's so interesting. Okay, one of the spoilers, which I like, which is you have, instead of it being like, here's the good guys, here's the bad guys, and they're fighting, and you have people with immoral actions, you just have, here's people. Some are more moral than others, but here's people. People exist. And I love it. It's absolutely fun because of that. Obviously, you have people who are more evil and some who are less evil. I'm not denying that. But it's not like, and here's the bad guy to your left. He's 6 foot pound. And it's like, no, but everyone's just got their own, like, wishes and desires. Like, for instance, you start off the series with the first couple of episodes with the detective. And I thought, weirdly enough, that it's like, okay, because I watched the first episode a bit. And it's like, okay, we've got this one guy, his name is the Mister, and I was like, okay, he's going to be the big bad of this series. And there's like, it's this guy. And he's not that bad, he's pretty decent. But, obviously as a detective, you might think that way of, like, legally. And I love, one of the other things I love is that the whole thing is, I don't know why I'm shuffling cards, is that this person, again, it's just really fun. You just have some moments of like the heist and all that stuff. There's a lot of heisty stuff, and I like heist stuff. I think, like I said yesterday in the Despicable Me review, I like heists. Heists to me are fun, and I love them. It's one of the things I absolutely 100% think is a really fun idea. So I 100% think doing a heist is just really cool and awesome. I don't know why. It's just one of the things I just love to see. And yeah, I'm just shuffling cards in the background. Ignore that. But yeah. So yeah, I really like this. It's really enjoyable. And I 100% recommend you to watch. And I hope you enjoyed. And good night. My case. Everything's been set up. I've got something loading in the background which is me combining for weeks. And I've started editing Cuphead.
Your phone is now hacked. Do exactly as I say, and I'll remove the hack. If you don't, then I'll destroy your phone. If you try to block or report me, I'll still destroy it. Now send your age and a live face pic to prove you're real. What kind of phone am I on? What OS? You have 30 seconds to send them before I destroy it. I bet. You didn't answer my question. I don't need to. It's been more than 30 seconds. Yep, but it's getting destroyed. You didn't really plan ahead for people taking you up on your bullshit, did you? Yes, I just destroy it. You think I can't? I'm still waiting on that. Look, I'm gonna go get some lunch. You have fun with hacking my phone. Just copying all your content from it first. Okay, sure. You done yet? I mean, it can't take that long. I only have like 4 pictures on my phone and they're all of pigeons.
Me too.
I just realized something. I had a bad childhood.
Yeah, I know.
What do you mean you know?
Look at you.
What do you mean look at me?
Look at how you stand. People who had good childhoods don't stand like that.
So yeah, there's a bit of some updates and stuff happening. Usually, I've got this graphic up here that says 6. That's not going to happen. It's going to be 5 brought back because some people are a bit... It's a bit odd, but more specifically, I've been having dinner late or during the streams, and I'm trying to avoid that. So if I do it at 5 and finish around about 7, that's better-ish. So that's 1. 2. So this is from yesterday, but it's funny. But I had all of these and all of these. What I'm essentially going at, I had over, because if you look here, this is at the bottom, and it's over 30 videos premiering. It's gone now, because this is starting to air. This one airs now, and these three aired last night to early this morning. So, yeah. But it's hilarious. I don't know why. The other and last point is one of the things that is now happening is that I used to do edits, obviously, but they're not going to happen. Well, they are going to happen, but they're being named highlights because Twitch does highlights, not edits. But yeah, it's just a thing that is going to happen and is changing a bit. So yeah. Yeah, they're the updates. Just want to clarify one thing specifically from that video, where there is a person with a similar ability from another series. Akio. I am not pronouncing the last name because Akio, I'm pretty sure is correct. The other one, don't know. And if I say the first one incorrect, I am sorry beforehand, but I'm... Okay, let's move on. That's not the point of the video. But what is one of the things that's in this video is people believing I did any of it. No. What I did back then, which I did stupidly, and I admit, it was stupid, was I reacted to an art being like, look how amazing this is. One, I still think it's an amazing idea for MHA specifically, but it's not my art. I don't know if people are trying to say that. I don't know why this exists, so let's try it. Because I can't modify any of these, nuggets. Sides. Chocolate milkshake. And then Oreo McFlurry. This is the McDonald's order. Because I can't modify. I would have a burger, but I can't modify. So, what do you think? Very unhealthy, but it's McDonald's. And the desserts is just 2 desserts. It's because the milkshakes are just amazing.
Things a sports commentator would never say.
What the f*** is a furlong?
So time to get teched up with Warriors at the Borderlands. We've also AMIAM. The Warriors at the Borderlands. So yeah, I liked this series. I thought it was really good and really interesting. It was... maybe... Don't worry about it. This series I thought was really good. I absolutely found it really nice. But again, I like Gundam-like series where you get this funness to it. And it's fun. It's cool. The actual designs are so amazing. Obviously, as you watch this, I kind of did a bit of an error because it kind of did this as Season 1. So, tomorrow you have Season 2, but I'm not going to talk about Season 2. So, some of the stuff happening here, it's not going to happen to it, even though some of it... I will be talking about some spoilers and some images might spoil the spoiler. So, yeah. But this is a good series, really fun and really awesome. And I find it really fun to watch. So, yeah. One of the spoilers, which sort of ends at the thing, which sort of like, ignore this. Sort of have him... in a way, sacrifice himself. But you see this image, so. But even with that being said, even with me being able to see this and be like, wait, but who's this? So I fully went into it believing this, because again, similar shirt, similar haircut, similar face. The one thing which I thought was a good idea, but that was like a really interesting idea of like someone who at the beginning of the series was like, oh, I'm not gonna do anything soldier. I don't want to be like a soldier, and then doing sacrifice. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me being insane, but I just find that really like fun as a character, like growth as a character. Don't know why I like it as a character arc. It's really cool, really awesome, and yeah. So I absolutely recommend to watch this, and I 100% believe this is one of the really interesting series. So I hope you enjoyed, and good night.
Mostly harmless, but also idea like you can name it anything. Well, but imagine like talking about it, where I was like, yes, Dr. Henry, what have you done? So we found this new sort of bacteria called Amoeba spragueolo, and we feel like it could be very dangerous in the future. So we are trying to research Amoeba spragueolo, because you can name some that, and I just imagined that where I was like, yes, Amoeba spragueolo is a new disease that we're looking into at the moment. We think it could be a bit deadly, but we don't know too much about it. Okay, I need to find my thing, so just give me a sec. I need to find my and yeah, just anyway, I sometimes go crazy just watch the song, just ignore it.
There does exist a pink kryptonite in the comics. One of the strangest things in Superman comics, pink kryptonite makes Superman gay. Isn't that the weirdest?
Actually, that's offensive.
Yes, incredibly. I know.
Actually, that's offensive.
I know. There's a reason we're talking about this here.
Yes. How do they know that?
When Superman is around pink kryptonite, he loses all interest in Lois Lane. He becomes extremely interested in Jimmy Olsen. And then also in some not great sort of stereotypes, he also is very complimentary of Jimmy Olsen, the window treatments that Jimmy Olsen has.
So when was this one written?
Was that
2003? 2000. Will and Grace was on the air. Oh my God! What are you talking about? Wow! I thought you were gonna say 19. Actually, that is enormously offensive.
Do you want to form an alliance with me?
Absolutely, I do.
Good. Good. Excellent. Okay, now we need to figure out who's vulnerable and who's protected. There may be
At that moment, I was just so happy. I mean, everything Dwight does annoys me.
Did you get your tickets?
To what?
The gun show?
And I spend hours thinking of ways to get back at him, but only in ways that would get me arrested. And then here he comes and he says, no, Jim, here's a way.
The Doctor is a legend woven throughout history. When disaster comes, he's there. He brings the storm in his wake. And he has one constant companion.
Who's that?
Death. If the Doctor's back, if you've seen him, Rose, then one thing's for certain. We're all in danger. If he singled you out, if the Doctor's making house calls, then God help you.
But who is he? Who do you think he is?
I think he's the same man. I think he's immortal. I think he's an alien from another world.
Things you wouldn't hear at the Olympics.
Very impressive. Usain Bolt has done a lap of honour and won the 400 metres as well.
If I, King Julian, that's my name, only had 2 days left to live, I would do all the things I've ever dreamed of doing.
Like what?
I would love to become a professional whistler. I'm pretty amazing at it now, but I want to get like even better. But there must be something you want to do.
There is this one thing.
What is it? Tell me.
No, I can't.
What is it? What is it?
About her, how I
Please tell me.
I never really had the guts to tell Gloria how I feel about her.
Oh! Is it a woman? Oh, you didn't tell me we're talking about a woman. Well, you're gonna march right up to this woman. You lean forward, right? Just a little, almost all the way. Just a lips distance away from each other. And then you just tell her how much you hate her.
Actually, it's more like love her.
Oh, you sly dog! Woof woof! You are a real player, you know that?
Extremely cold. As such, I'm going to get more cold.
You've seen how dangerous it is. Do you want to go home?
I don't know. I want... Oh, can you smell chips?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want chips.
Me too.
Right then, before you get me back in that box, chips it is and you can pay.
No money.
What sort of date are you? Come on then, tightwad, chips are on me. We've only got 5 billion years till the shops close.
So once again into this combat of AMI Warriors of the Borders land. So yeah. Like I said, this has a season 2 and it's here now. And I like it. The slow improvements, the slow building of this tension, I love. This slowly interesting knowledge and how it seems like the tables have flipped, but moment of a second, is really interesting. And a lot of moments, again, later, there's a lot that I'm going to talk about, hence this section here might be a bit smaller. That I want to talk about so badly. But yeah, I'm just going to cut this short because there's the more moments I want to talk about are spoilers. So yeah, this bit's going to be a bit longer. So 1, spoilers, done. 1, obviously during the last season, and obviously if you watch season 1, you're going to watch season 2, you're probably going to watch season 1. He sort of dies, and then spoilers, he's not dead. I like it. It's interesting because it's like all of these people are like, oh, he's dead. And it's not that fact of like, oh, twist, he's not dead. Dun, dun, dun. But I just like that idea that it changes the dynamic. What he went through, you slowly learn. Because during season 1, you have him and you have the partner, which is more dark and edgy. And we don't know why. Not dark and edgy, it's like, all I feel is pain. But like you could get like he's a little bit more jaded to the world. And then you get that for him. Because him, we know throughout season 1, we know why he does certain things. We know what he's like. But one thing I like is that slowly but surely he's being revealed that he went through like this traumatic experience. And I absolutely love it and find it really interesting. And the other thing I like is slowly, because you get like these armies that have been against this person, and slowly but surely they're realizing we're just going to do a peace treaty. And the last part of it is America being like, no, we can't have that. And then doing that. And I even love the one fact that slowly at the end, because we saw this guy who's nice, do these horrible things, and then you realize why he's doing these things to reveal the secrets of his father, and like that idea of like he's doing it because he has to keep up the charade that he's actually on his side. I love. I also like the idea that they slowly feel like, is he? What? Why is he acting like this? And I find it fun, interesting, and overall just amazing. So yeah, I think this is really good, and it seems like it's gonna do 1-2 seasons and done. That's why all of these on this sort of thing is connected into one. Probably why a 16th episode they're being merged into one 25 list episode rather than season 1 and season 2, which I think on Google they say season 1 and season 2. But yeah, this is really good and really nice. So I hope you enjoyed, and good night. So yeah, this too, with the old and the new. What's the actual difference? And when did each one came out? And which one was the 2003? Because they said it was like, oh, the one that came out was originally 2003. Is that the older one or the more new?
Off to do some sneaky stuff, sneaky stuff, sneaky stuff. Off to do some sneaky stuff and get some stuff for free. Failed to do the sneaky stuff, sneaky stuff, sneaky stuff. Failed to do the sneaky stuff, and now they're after me.
Like yours, you seem acquainted with those stars. Please let us get it, don't look us away. We know what you're thinking. We have bullet assaults who have lost all control, and they forced you to take that role. We have been here all alone, stuck in our little zone since 1987. Join us, be a friend, don't just be stuck in the fence. After all, you only got 5 nights at Freddy's. Is this where you wanna be? I just don't get it. Why do you wanna stay 5 nights at Freddy's?
Since when are you her fanboy?
Since I became a client.
You. You're really in therapy.
Why is that so surprising?
You're the least reflective person I know.
I have layers. I'm like an onion. An irresistible one. Dr. Linda said we recently made a breakthrough, in fact.
Oh, why do I think that's code for sex?
In that particular context, no.
Hey, you! Yes, you. Looking right at you. Look at me. Because I got something to say to you. You're beautiful. You are talented. You are amazing. You know what? You are simply the best at being you. Never forget that. Alright. That's all I gotta say. Continue being you. You amazing freaking human being. Have you ever said that you're not great? Ooh, don't make me. Look at yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself through this mirror. I love you. Bye. Piece of awesomeness.
And we're back. The whole thing keeps crashing, coming back. It's annoying. It's one of the most annoying things that's around. But while I'm here, great. Oh, this is the thing. If I win, let's see if I can try and get one with. So it is investigating a new season. Ready to spread faster. You may need to equip a drug resistance. Okay. Found it.
Smash up a car to show how much you love me, like that would really help my self-esteem.
That's all I need to do. Go and smash the car. Let's go! So yeah, Taskmaster. Watch it. This is the one of the more slower ones because one, if I'm correct, season 10 and season 11 took place during 2020. The cast, yeah, or maybe afterwards. I don't know when exactly it takes place, but I know social distancing was a thing. So there's a couple of that. But besides the point, this is still fun with a slightly slow beginning. They didn't do as good as the previous teams, but it's still fun, it's still entertaining, and still hilarious. Also, for a bit of update, which is stupid, I accidentally watched season 17 before season 14. I'll get to the reason why during season 17 will be because I stopped. And yeah, and also there's another update, but that's coming later. So yeah, go and watch Taskmaster now.
I welcome you to your eternal damnation. I am the devil. Bit of a mess, innit? What did you expect? This isn't the Ritz. Why don't you let me fix a few things? I mean, I am an engineer. Actually, that might be useful. Yes, go ahead. I've never seen this place running so well. I've got to call God and brag. Oh, hi. How's it going down there? Good. We got an engineer down here. The place is running beautifully. You've got an engineer? He's supposed to be up here. Send him back at once. Not a chance. He's ours and we're keeping him. He's ours and you know it. Now send him back up here or I'll sue. Ha! Good luck with that. Where do you think all the lawyers are?
Walkers infected more people in the world. Oh, it basically says more infected more than the common cold. Alright. George, I'm fine with that. Only 515 times. This has been a lot, and yeah. I've got a thing about deals, it didn't work out. I gotta fix the lighting situation. There's one glove. And I can be in Taskmaster, but there's one glove, where's the other glove? Oh.
Shh! Look what only I can see. This! Yeah, maybe I shouldn't say that because, yeah. So, yeah, this show is weird. Then I fully admit that there's a whole thing with the magic sister with a specific thing with the magic that has a specific thing. I fully admit, I hate that part of it. The only reason I like it is because it has cool battles. To be completely honest, I would not recommend it. Completely. Like, I really wouldn't. I think I watched it and I'm like, maybe not, and I just left it. Or maybe I just watched someone like here's what the hidden, like, dungeon of Enemy Legacy, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't watch it. So I just didn't. But yeah. It's not really a thing that you should go and watch. So again, this is short, but 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The only real spoilers that I like, and I know I love doing that, they're just fun. Anyway, is one, I like the idea that you have this trapped person, and it's like, but I will train you. It was like, yeah, but shouldn't you train me to, like, get you out? And it's like, no. I'm fine here. And obviously that she's lying, but I just love that it's like, she doesn't do, like, but if you do this, you have to help me by getting me out. It's like, no, I'm just gonna stay here. What? But the second thing is, I love the idea that the mentor trains this guy because he looks like a guy who's like, oh no, I'm not going to train you, and then he dies. And I like that. I like that a lot, because like it's like, if I would have done something, maybe... but yeah, those two moments are just the only two significant moments. The rest are cool action and very moments in anime being anime. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. It looks cool and it's fun, but yeah, it's just fine. It's not that bad, really, but just not as good as other stuff I think is out there. So I hope you enjoyed, and good night.